and how we can take on this challenge, as we can choose the order of the badges we get, as well as basically start this adventure in any part of the region. When it came to tackling the first shiny in this adventure, I really wanted to make the game decide for me. Although I had a bunch of shinies I was really interested in going for, the thought of just stumbling upon the first member of the challenge just kind of felt like the first episode of the anime. There were no starter options left for Ash, so he had to choose at the time an out of the ordinary option. Because I picked my starter at the beginning of the game around Pogo Path, I figured that would be the most appropriate location to begin my first hunt, which brings me to talking about our first shiny hunting method in the game, random encounters. This is by far the most simple way to shiny hunt in any Pokemon game, and for a lot of the classic games in the franchise, encountering Pokemon over and over until one ends up being shiny was the only choice that you had. Out of all the options to look for shinies in this game, this method has the lowest chances of finding
Hello
one
Seth,
that's
hello
odds
Kid
of
Boss.
1 in 4,000
I'll be right back because my
so
mom's calling me.
base or thoughts in the game. Although that may seem like a high number, it's important to consider the fact that because this game is open world, you can see 5, 10, and even 20 plus Pokemon in the same area, so there's a lot of potential of finding it in a reasonably fast time. While I'm trying to hunt down my first member, I want to take a second to thank the Pokemon Company International for sponsoring this video. Pokemon Day is finally here, and there are huge updates coming to Pokemon Unite to celebrate. Starting now, Zacian is playable at no cost in Unite battles, and you can take advantage of its Unite move, King's Sword. This multi-hit move can easily take down multiple foes at once, and you can also use the energy you've collected to deal even more damage. Do you see that right there? That is a good boy. And here's the best part. Pokemon Unite is free. Look at that. Name a better price. Oh wait, you can get Zacian for free. All you have to do is complete the missions in the Pokemon Day Adventure event. In addition, you can take on a limited time boss rush featuring Zacian, where you and up to 4 of your friends are tasked with taking on multiple big enemies in a row for points. I mean, just look at Redron. He's stunned. He can't even comprehend the amount of content we're getting with this event. You can use all those points to redeem rewards and take part in the boss rush challenge event. On top of all of this already, a new battle pass is available. Unlock new trial hollowware for your Pokemon, as well as licenses to expand your list of Pokemon that you can use in your battles. Amazing. Beautiful. Powerful.
Okay, I'm back.
Look at how rounded it is. It is so full.
You're writing a novel? Nice. What's it about?
Use the code PokemonDay23 to obtain a 7-day limited license for Mew and Dragapult, as well as a hollowware trial for Night Style Charizard. You can download Pokemon Unite for free on your Nintendo Switch and mobile devices with a link at the top of the description. Thank you again to the Pokemon Company International for sponsoring this video, and let's check back in on that shiny. Oh.
Imagine a first egg shiny, bro.
That's a shiny flash.
Rocket hurts. Yeah, I saw that image.
Let's see.
Superhero with every power, and I know it's dumb OP, but hear me out.
Wow, that was your
That's so mean of you to put that emoji, Seth.
Okay, so I got
I don't know if she cares anymore, though.
556
Don't mind me being out of breath. I'm gonna go grab my water. Oh, my legs. Oh.
The route that I took, the entire time, it was just non-stop flushing after flushing, so that doesn't really shock me in the slightest. But this is a fantastic shiny, so I'm not complaining at all.
3,
Number 1. So
2,
note that's gonna make a big impact
1.
on this challenge is
Shiny right now. It would be a funny movie because he would have to learn to control it and he would have a tough time with it. How much have you written of it so far? I just ignore it. Makes sense.
I could have easily seen another shiny and completely missed it, but out of most of the options in this area, this is easily one of the better members to have on the team. However, there was a small downside. Modest nature? Yikes. That's so bad. Oh no.
Couple pages. Oh, okay.
To change my nature to whatever I want, but for the next few badges, this little bird is going to make things a little.
How long do you think it's gonna be?
Earlier, unlike doing badge quests in other Pokemon games where you have to do them in standard gym order, we're free to take on whatever we want. Obviously, I prefer to not take on level 40 battles, so the entire balance of the challenge is thrown off. So the options surrounding Mesagoza are probably going to be the best.
You gotta go. Okay. Wait, Julia, why are you shaking?
Because I can get the ability to dash and then do random encounters much faster than before. But Fletchling is quad weak to rock type moves. However, there is one gym leader that I'm pretty confident that I can take down. To the surprise of absolutely no one, Katie is going to be the first badge in the challenge, as her team is focused around bug type Pokemon. Although my physical moves were pretty weak, I was able to quickly take down her team and claim the first badge in the game. With this unlocked, the abilities for Pokemon.
Oh, from Rocket, duh.
And this will be a huge help
Well,
in breaking down new locations that we can easily venture
like,
to
did he scratch you? Like, how'd that even happen?
I was interested in trying to take on a different type of hunt, and thankfully a new one just recently became available. On the map of the region, there are a bunch of question marks scattered around in every area. When you visit the area, you can find an outbreak of a large collection of one type of Pokemon. Not only does this improve your chances of finding something that you really want, but the odds of finding a shiny in these mass outbreaks are significantly higher. Because I really didn't have many Pokemon.
Oh dang, he bit you. That's so
I decided to
mean.
venture deeper into the map around Artisan and just go for whatever was available. Ooh. Wait, this one so down to do this.
Oh, dang. How'd you get him off?
I love this shiny. There was a glaring problem in that Fletchling alone was definitely not going to be able to handle catching a Pokemon that it's weak to. So I quickly backtracked up the road to get a Pikachu to help streamline this process. Coincidentally, this catch gave me enough XP to evolve Fletchling into Fletchinder, which made me a little bit more confident that I wouldn't fail getting the shiny if I managed to find one. Now let's talk about the actual method of
Okay, we're about to get to 1900, so.
you receive a decent chance for your future spawns to have a high
Hooray. Oh, dang, that sounds kind of crazy.
96 to 1 in 2048, and if you defeat 60 or more, they increase to 1 in 1365, or triple the standard odds for the game. While this seems a lot better than the random encounters that I did for Fletchling, there is a small issue. Mass outbreaks spawn a finite amount of Pokemon, ranging from 100 to 120, and once all of them are defeated, the outbreak notification will disappear, and you can no longer get the increased odds for that area. This means that realistically, you have about 40 to 60 attempts to get a shiny before they're gone, which obviously
dang, your hand.
even with a significant boost. However, there is a little trick that we can take advantage of. If you open up
You guys remember that time Bronson pooped on my floor on stream?
The area will disappear. Once you close out of the picnic, a bunch of new Pokemon will start popping up, and this applies to outbreaks as well. This means if you knock out 60 Magikarp and keep opening and closing the picnic, you can keep re-rolling new Pokemon without worrying of losing the outbreak. The only way this doesn't work is if your console clock goes over to the next day, as the outbreaks on the map change every 24 hours. But aside from that, you can basically guarantee that with a little bit of patience, you can find the exact shiny that you want. So with that in mind, I knocked them out and gave this trick a shot. That was so fast. That was so fast. What was that, 94? Oh my god. That's
Green apple is never going to happen. I'll show you, Seth. Watch.
So sick. There was 2 picnic resets. I think there was like 95 encounters. It might have been a little bit more, a little bit less, but either way, it did not.
I didn't say it was on that one specifically.
All right, like, look at that. That's so shiny. So good. Wow, they nailed this one for sure. I'm a big fan of this one. With all that. Next.
Bro, I'm almost at 2,000. Does Oz even have a life? Hey, I don't stream all the time, and I didn't say it was gonna happen on that specific one, Seth. I just said I would show you.
I was able to just use one of the rare candies I picked up earlier to instantly evolve it into Gyarados. Now, although this definitely makes it a lot more useful, its current moveset is not that great. On the outside, because we can relearn moves, we're given access to all of Gyarados' absolutely busted list of moves, so I was extremely confident that this was going to be a cakewalk. Which means I have a lot more potential to run through encounters a lot faster.
Oh, my bad.
That being said, I was pretty lucky with
Tuck and Ruck is better. I think it's Tucky Ruck.
Just ended the Titan. What are you doing here? Well, let's go take on another badge, I guess. Out of nearly all the
One of my good friends basically has no life. Is that me? I'm just kidding.
One of the best finds out of everything that was
You take that back.
Although this was a pleasant surprise, there were a few issues with it. It ended up having the ability Rivalry, which makes it so it deals less damage to male Pokemon, and unlike the Nature's, abilities can't be changed until you reach the post-game, so this Shinx is going to be nerfed for the remainder of the challenge. After spending a bit of time grinding it up to match the rest of my team's levels, it evolved into Luxio, and I surveyed my options as what my third unlock was going to be. Although taking out another gym would be pretty helpful, I decided to head back over to Cortando and make my way up to the Sky Titan. To no surprise, this was really easy to defeat, and with this we're now able to surf, which opens up nearly the entire map, and additionally gives us the opportunity to hunt some deep water Pokemon that before would have been a nightmare to go for. From here I decided that I need to balance out all the good luck that I've been having, so I decided to go for another random encounter hunt, but this time I had a target. Below Cortando in the marsh area, under a lot of trees and bushes, you can
He is unreal rank.
Gen 9 shinies in this game. This one is by far one of the most unique ones in my opinion, and I felt that its grass ground typing would come in handy for a lot of upcoming badges that we need to collect. Unfortunately, this Pokemon is pretty
Stop
rare,
spreading my last name on YouTube. Stop doing the floss on YouTube. I'm sorry, that was kind of mean. Kind of funny though. I'm funny every once in a while.
This hunt is definitely going to be the best time to try that out. After making a ground encounter sandwich, they definitely started appearing more often.
Ditto, my man.
Pretty limited. I was averaging around 160 encounters per hour just running.
Nareep,
I was still seeing other cool
Ampharos.
Pokemon, so there's still a lot of potential to get something nice. Is it shiny? Oh, it is. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, that's so like. It's not as... No, actually, it's way cooler. Never mind.
I wasn't even talking to you. I was even my bad. And Zeke puts your last name too. Since when is Zeke ever in my chat?
Which is,
Riddle me that, huh?
Oh, that's so good. Although this wasn't exactly the worst, this is one of the targets that I had for this playthrough, and I think I know what badge I can take on next. After grinding out a few Terradens, I earned enough candies to evolve into Clodsire, and made our way back to the East Provinces to challenge my first Team Star base. Mia's badge is based around Biotype Pokemon, and with Clodsire's ground typing, as well
I
as
think it's a Dawn Fan. No, it's a
no
Fanfi.
problem flew from
Fanfi.
the
I meant to say Fanfi. Ah! Oh, and Harold. Well, you credit people with their real names in Harold, to be fair. Not in Harold, in like in cinema.
To test out my surfing abilities that I gained from the last Titan. What I actually found there was nothing I could have ever imagined. No way.
Sableye, Medicham, Spinda. Spinda!
If you aren't aware, Finizen is my favorite Gen 9
Altaria,
Pokemon, and although I already have a
Etropius.
water type on my team, there was no way I was going to miss out on this opportunity. Despite already doing a mass outbreak before, one big difference with this one is that you can't for obvious reasons, so the best option I could find was to just ride back and forth into the outbreak area until I find one. Because of the amount of time it takes to set this is actually way faster. However, being speedy does have its downsides.
Luxray and Staraptor.
Sorry, I don't know that.
I said Luxray.
I think that's a Shelder. It
I
looks
should.
so similar.
Don't do that. Then you'd be like.
Well, there you go. Well, that's
That was kind of loud.
I mean, it's a great
I mean,
shiny,
overall,
it is a
I
great
mean,
shiny, but
I think you
that
guys
is
can
super
agree.
cool.
Overall, I'm just a loud person, right?
Basically everything that I passed by during this hunt, this was probably the weakest Pokemon.
If you
that I
agree,
found, but shiny
type
wise, this was
1 in
honestly a
chat.
great addition to the team. Because I mentioned earlier that I didn't want to jump around the map to complete badges
You've
because
all
it would throw
fallen
off
for
the
my
level of the
trap.
challenge. I was
Now
basically
you're giving
forced
me
this build
free
to take on the Artisan Gym.
viewage.
Weapon-wise, my team was gonna be perfectly
That's not a
okay,
word.
but Brassius' team was a direct
That was really loud.
competitor,
Yeah,
so to no
that's me.
surprise, its participation skills were extremely low.
Too.
Thankfully, with some help from
So
Fletcher
you
and
don't think
Clodsire,
I'm
I was
really
able to
loud?
get the fifth
Aw,
badge for my
that's very
image.
nice of you.
For the
Thank
next
you.
section, I decided to work backwards. I made the plan of taking down Iono's Jamie Levincia, so I wanted to find a Pokemon
Thank
easily handle the members
you.
of her
Oh,
team.
I did
And
get a shiny
thankfully, the
Volcarona
area
because
north of the
I'm
city offers a
cool,
big list of
and
Pokemon.
you guys are
In the
also
forests, I
cool.
managed to find another mass outbreak, which ended up being a group of Varoom. Although this doesn't really give me a typing advantage because it's still
Wait, since when did I get a shiny Yungoos and a shiny? Oh, I did do that.
there's one issue.
And then Marini
It's
and
impossible to tell.
Mudsdale.
Now, unlike some other notable similar color shinies like Garchomp and Gengar, where you can't really tell the difference,
Salandit and
this is a completely
Salazzle.
different issue. When you look at these two pictures of Varoom, it seems like you would be
Oh, I
blind
did get a
obvious
shiny
when you
Tapu
find a
Fini.
shiny in the wild, but
Is
these
it Tapu
pictures
Fini or
don't
Tapu
really come
Fini?
from
Yeah,
where
I need your guys'
the
opinion
best
on that.
Pokemon lives in game. During my picnic resets, there were so many moments I had to stop and genuinely stare.
I know for sure I
that
got
it was
that
just
entire
the
line
ground
shiny.
reflecting off the steel of Varoom and not an actual shiny appearing. But eventually, I was able to find my shiny.
Come on, Applin. I'm right here
Are you kidding?
on my shiny living dex. I could literally click it that I got it right now. I'm hovering over it.
I mean, like,
Both because I can't spell.
steel type, so
It's right here. Come on.
Nice. Alright, so yeah, 1,643 Reverum, which is over odds
Okay.
for sure. Another full odds Pokemon. With another member found, I finally made it to a third of the way through the challenge, which also means that I've collected an entire party of shiny Pokemon.
Lechonk, Tarantula,
A lot easier. After going through some
the
sorting
entire
methods with
Palmy
Bible and
line.
taking on the gym test, I was able to put Q-Fan and Clodsire to work and
I did get a low
at this
kick.
point, I reached an interesting situation. Whatever Pokemon that I find next has to replace another member on my team.
Paldean
I took a quick look at my
Wooper's gonna
typings and
be
realized that one of the better choices would be a
down
fighting
here
type, and thankfully I knew exactly what to
in
go for. Back in the
Paldean
western section
forms.
of Cortando, if you start making your way up the mountain path, there's a strong chance you'll come across Maine. Despite being very common, I figured that making a fighting type sandwich
Imagine not being able to
considering
spell,
it's
bro.
the only fighting type in the area. I was
Like,
able to scrape together the ingredients to make a fighting power
I'm not
sandwich,
saying
which is
Alexa,
a
stop.
that we've been working with before, and the results were pretty interesting. Oh my god, there's so many monkeys. No way. Oh, we're gonna find this so fast.
Actually,
Out of all the hunts that I completed
okay,
in
and
this
then
challenge, this was by far numerically the
Makuhita
longest.
and
Granted, I was finding about 3,000 mankeys
Hari.
per hour,
Okay, I already
but this
did those.
took much longer than I would have ever expected. Wait, is that shiny? Oh, it is. It's a shiny Drifloon. That
No, it's not that I'm not able to say it. It's that it thinks that I'm saying it. When in actuality, guess who's not saying it? Wow, me. That was your mind being blown.
That's a lot of encounters. It was right at the end of the power, too. With 7 shinies obtained, I decided that I would go in order.
Okay, I know I got those 2 shiny. And I did evolve my shiny Wiglet, I believe. I'm not. No, that's not happening, Juliet. You're not.
So this badge was definitely going to be
You're not doing that to me.
At this point, the team was in desperate need of a level
Let's
boost.
see.
So
Armor Rogue. Armor Rogue.
To around level 30 and 31, which resulted in evolving Drifloon into Driflim and
I did get a shiny Dunsparce. I like calling it that. I also got a shiny King Gambit and Great Tusk Scream Trail. Where am I right now? Where? What is? I look away for 2 seconds because I'm trying to update my shiny living dex. Dude, imagine not saying that word. You guys, you're not gonna get me to say it. You can try and try and try and try again, but I'm not gonna say it. Okay. Bramblegast.
Considering that shiny is quite different from its standard colors, I think
Claw.
it should be a pretty noticeable hunt. Oh, there it is. Wow, that was really fast.
Oh, Vadoom. Vroom vroom. Vadoom vroom vroom.
Perfect.
Vadoom vroom vroom. Oh, Earthworm, my good old friend. I did get a Glamora. I did get a Greavard.
I'm gonna leave her in here because I'm having a haircut.
Alright.
Before I made my way over there, I realized way too
do you want to say hi? Say hi. Say blah.
After grinding out some more levels, I managed to clear
What?
the base and defeat Starboard, which now leads us to the halfway point.
What do you say?
Upon opening up the game that day, I managed to find another outbreak, but this happened to be one that I failed to get early
Okay.
in the challenge. Although I've been doing
Tell them, say hi.
nearly every single one up to this point has
Dude, there was a girl found on the border.
She
She was 8 and she had 67 different DNAs.
wanted to try and hunt down some more Pokemon that I really wanted to be part of the team.
Juliet, you're not gonna get me to say it.
So I made it my duty to not leave the
Dude, Audrey, say rawr. There you go, Seth. She roared.
This is after 762 encounters.
Oh wait, I do need to add a few things to my living dex. The shinies that I got the other day. So, Cubchoo needs to be added. Golduck. Okay. What are you doing, Audrey? Oh, do you need help?
Cloth is also on my list of Pokemon.
There you go.
Oh!
Do you want to put him back on? Okay, let me see. No, her name. Oh, okay, the story is true, but also Seth, you spelled Audrey wrong. Let me see. Audrey, what's your name? Who are you?
More diversity on the team, I decided to only have one, but make it a little more meaningful than everything else that I've obtained so far. Instead of naming this one myself, I went to Twitter and said that I would name Toadstool whatever the most liked reply was. Surely this won't be a complete disaster.
Take it all away. The spotlight, the flash, strip it down to its heart.
This is Breakthrough.
Oh, dang, this one like broke.
Only singing competition.
It's okay, baby. Yeah, it broke. Do you want to go with Ziki for a second? Hold this. Do you want to go with Ziki's room? I'll be right back, guys. Audrey's gonna go to DT's room for a second because I gotta show mom something. I gotta show mama something. Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Come on, Audrey, let's go.
For the first time in the challenge. After quickly taking down the Earthworm Titan, I was able to unlock my jump, which realistically doesn't help at all progressing at this point, but it does transition into the next part of our journey. So after getting Toadstool, I was really itching to check off more of that shiny want list that I made. made at the beginning of the game, and out of all of the new Gen 9 shinies, Clop is by far one of the best looking and one of the most noticeable to find in the wild in the entire game. I decided to do random encounters for this one, and I figured that with the mass amount that you can see with a rock encounter sandwich, the potential to find one is pretty high. Especially considering that shiny is a vibrant blue color, this is one of the few hunts that I planned that would be nearly impossible to miss across this extremely orange section of the map. Unfortunately, in comparison to the Mankey hunt, there were quite a few rock types other than Cloth that could still be seen here, so although my chances of getting exactly what I wanted is a little bit lowered, I still needed a rock type on my team. No! No! It's in like the same spot! It's like maybe 4 feet away! Come on! This one is kinda different. It has Intimidate instead of Rivalry. I mean, I'm gonna catch it, obviously. But I don't need another one. I think I'm gonna still keep hunting, because this took not very long at all, and I feel like that's
Okay, I'm back.
lame to
Oh,
just
I guess that's leaving. Bye-bye.
already used before. Let's restart the counter. Nothing wrong with that. So from here, I just continue my hunt to find another member for this section, and considering that Shinx is the only Pokemon that I've obtained in this area, the chances of finding another duplicate would be
Hi, baby.
unlikely.
You saw what I was doing.
Is that shiny?
Okay, bye.
It is! Wow! That's crazy!
Wow, guys.
I thought it was supposed to look darker than that. I thought it was supposed to be more of a brown. That's insane how difficult that is to see. Insane.
Are you still there, Juliet?
I would have ran right by that and not even have batted an eye. If I was... Team, we officially made it over halfway through the badge quest and are more than ready to take...
I know how I'm gonna bring luck.
I
got this, I got this.
all the way into Garganical and made my way to the next, most realistic badge that we can take on. Larry. With the power of Hammer Arm, his normal types were no match, so I was very easily able to clean up this area of the map. I've taken on another battle against Nemona. I had a general idea of what I wanted to do, but to up the stakes...
Come on, Oswald.
Okay, so the plan for this badge is that I'm going to...
Oswald's gonna bring luck.
I would like to do one that I've never visited before. So the game plan is I'm going to go to this one. And if I don't like it, I have one more choice between this one or this one. Whatever one I choose, I have to hunt. From here, I made my way up to Glaciata Mountain and quickly realized that I was entering one of the most unique areas to hunt in the entire game. Let's go. Oh, this is a really nice one. Although this was coincidentally another Dream Shiny on my list, there was one very blatant issue that I quickly started to notice. Okay. On top of this, trying to
my eyes itchy.
Impossible for any sort of outbreak. But regardless, I pushed on and hoped that eventually I would find better conditions to work with. Oh, that's it. Oh, wow. That is so difficult to see. It's so teeny tiny. Jeez. Oh my god. Alright, so that was 629 total encounters. Once again, super low. Couldn't tell you why. This might be a lot of trial and error to get this, but eventually it'll work out. The best shiny, I think, in the game.
Oswald says hello to a shiny Applin. No, I can say the red.
Oh, good! Oh, that looks insane! Because I'd already spent a bunch of time grinding levels with Garganical, I decided to head straight to the Asado Desert to take on the next big Titan. Although I was at a very obvious disadvantage type-wise by using Glamora, with the power of Venoshock, I was able to actually solo this without really any issues. With Gliding unlocked, I made my way back to Medallion to figure out my next hunt. So admittedly, at this point in the challenge, I kind of became obsessed with scouring the map to find my dream shinies. So for the remainder of this challenge, my intention going into these hunts is to find exactly what I'm looking for. A small fact about me is that I love Gen 2 Pokemon, but above everything on this list, Scizor reigns supreme. Despite its shiny being not everybody's favorite, because it's known for being made of metal, I figured this might have got the same treatment as Magikarp, so I made some gourmet bug encounter sandwiches and took off into the wild. Even though Scizor Scizor Shiny is drastically different, Scyther's is quite hard to see from the distance, so this was arguably the most attentive I needed to be this far into the challenge. I'd also like to note this is unfortunately the point in the video where I start to have a lot of game audio issues, but I tried my best to make it bearable to listen to. Oh, there it is! Oh, I'm so hyped to have this. Okay, so this took 2,735 Scyther encounters, so it was
Alright.
definitely
I've resorted to this to get the shiny.
two best friends hanging out, dancing in the middle of the road. Oh, wow. Alright, cool. Scyther is now on the team. I think I'm
See, that one's not shiny because I haven't done my nested yet.
For the 12th member of the team obtained, I bought a metal coat and traded to another game to get a much more usable evolution. At this point, our options for badge challenges are starting to get pretty limited, but considering that Scizor is a single type, I don't think that challenging the Graziano gym would be the most advantageous option at this moment. To be honest, this is just off of the game. Aside from the very obvious fact that his team was nearly 10 levels above mine, Verush's Pokemon had plenty of coverage for steel types, so the rest of this team really had to put in work to get this badge. But thirdly, for this challenge, I wanted to try and hunt down a Pokemon that had the ability to evolve into different options, but there was a really unique one to this game that piqued my interest, Dunsparce. Although this Pokemon only has one evolution, there's an interesting mechanic in the game where Dunsparce can evolve. When it comes to getting to Dunsparce, there's a 1 in 100 chance that it will have 3 midsection segments rather than the 2 it currently has. This move was also given to Mousetrap, but considering how drastic of a color difference to Dunsparce Shiny is, I figured this would be a fun hunt to do. Although I did have to wait around for an outbreak to appear, I decided to take advantage of a little trick I found to improve my chances. Just like the wild spawns in the game, if you make an encounter power sandwich of a specific type, you're more likely to see a mass outbreak of that type.
You forced my fingers.
Sandwich and waiting around for a bit, I made my way to Artisan to find the case member.
Alright.
Real moment of truth. After spending a bit of time grinding up raids and using a few rare candies I picked up earlier, I was ready to get my ultimate Pokemon. Alright, this is the moment of truth. Please don't put the one that I want.
Made my day 100 times better. I love s'mores so much.
Even with my guitar playing, I didn't even get a shiny.
As you can probably tell by now, I've been kind of neglecting taking on the Team Star bases, so despite being wildly
Question mark.
anything that's left,
I was playing guitar and I didn't get a shiny. I just whipped out the
this one
guitar.
was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, but I'm definitely going to have to grind out a bunch more levels to take on the final big fights that are coming up. After looking at the current team I had this far in the challenge, I realized that I was in desperate need of a dragon type. They're strong, have good movesets, and actually counter quite a few of the remaining badges that have to be claimed. Although there are plenty of insane options in this game, there was one that stood out to me more than the rest. Noibat. In the history of doing Pokemon playthroughs, I don't think I've ever had a Noibat on my team, and if you've seen its shiny form before, you know that it would definitely be a perfect addition to the team. After searching
Hello,
around the map, I
Egdigo.
ended up finding another outbreak in the open cavern by Porto Marinata, and I got straight to work trying to get a fast addition to help out my party. Ooh! Oh, there it is. Wow. Wow, that took so long. Okay, so this took me 2,785 encounters. I'll go for a dive ball. I really don't think that's gonna work. It's not very fitting, but it's as close as I'm going to get to match the game. Now, what level is this? I guess I'm getting the grinding. At the end of the day, I was literally just complaining about how low my team's levels were, so I spent about 30 minutes defeating every Chansey that I could find to eventually evolve Noibat into Noivern, but also get my whole team to level 50. With all that taken care of, I decided that I wanted to finish off all the badges in the southern section.
Should we try a Pokemon once we come back over there? Yeah. I'll bring my Switch when I go to my dad's.
I had another battle with Nimona, but shortly after
Leo.
I was able to challenge and defeat Tulip, which allowed me to get the
I mean, like,
badge in the challenge.
if this Applin is shiny, then I'll bring it, you know.
In my head, I had a few
If
options
if
that
it
sounded
if
pretty
it
great.
just happens to be the shiny that I oh so want. I'll still bring it, don't worry.
I decided to make my way back to the area where I found Noibat because I knew how common they were. And after making a second sandwich, well,
Game?
half of the spawns were just the
Yes. Sis.
I had a feeling that it would turn up pretty quickly.
Sis.
Is that shiny?
Game. Sis. Sis.
Oh, it is! Wow! Oh my god! Oh, what a great guess!
Game.
Oh, that's insane!
Ses.
It's so hard to tell.
Sis.
It's like impossible. This was the other Pokemon that I wanted to get in this, so I am totally content with this. There we go.
Game. Ses. Sis.
And I figured that unlocking all of my ride abilities
Game.
would be the best bet.
Ses. Sis. Oh, is that why Julia left my stream to call you?
No, I called her.
Wow. Tisk tisk. Wow, girly pop. Bessie? That's mine.
Yeah, Ozzy's dogs are out, not mine. I'm wearing socks.
It's not yours, actually. The dogs are barking, bro.
Yeah, look, his dogs are barking.
This means that you either have to run into every Pokemon or log onto them to see their description. But there is one more issue. In the event
Did you take a picture?
the Pokemon that it disguises itself as will be its standard colors. This means that there's
This is Ozzy's calendar.
that you can just pass by it and have zero clue that it's shiny. But thankfully there was a mechanic implemented to help with that. If you use the auto battle feature like how I've been doing with the mass outbreaks, your Pokemon will not knock out a shiny, which means that if I try to attack it and it refuses to battle,
What's long, hard, and loves water? Something, that's for sure.
Which resulted in hundreds of Mabosstiff and Miracle disguises.
Oh, you got a hair?
I went to work trying to complete the most unique hunt that I've ever done.
A pool noodle? First, Zig, would you classify a pool noodle as hard?
I don't know.
Diego, it's like it's not really hard. And who's to say that a pool noodle loves water? So, debunked.
No,
Get him, Audrey, get him!
No,
Get him!
No.
Get him, Audrey, get him! Get him! Get him! Okay.
No.
In water? Just because it's made for water doesn't mean it loves water. Get him, Audrey, get him!
Definitely deserve to go.
No!
Let's get into it. Everybody is mountain again to challenge the 8th and final gym leader.
You got me.
I managed to defeat her and finish yet another battle.
Did you smooch my neck?
I was in
You okay?
for a nice time. To be honest, I didn't really have
Audrey, can I have a switch?
so long as I just had typing. But I came across an outfit that really sounded like it was fun.
Audrey, do you love me?
I was doing this hunt in the middle of a blizzard. I already knew what shiny looked like.
Do you love Ziggy?
I'd be able to spot it pretty easily.
Audrey.
Good job, Audrey, good job.
Wow.
Wait, Julie, do the face. Do this face.
It's crazy how noticeable it is even with the storm.
Audrey, do you love me?
Alright. A whopping
Please.
8 encounters, which let me check what that's
Love me, say that you love me.
No, that's not for you. Go get Ziggy.
Oh,
Ozzy, she almost fell, like she literally fell over.
I would not take that
No,
lightly.
you pushed Audrey and she fell.
I did not push her.
I saw you push her, she stumbled over.
I let go of her. She was like, trying to go full force, so I let her. That just me
I
though.
love you. I love you, Audrey.
Love me, say that you love me. Me when I'm wearing my esports shirt right now.
No.
Hi, Audrey. 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 Do you love me?
You love Mama?
I love you, Audrey.
I managed to lead the party with coincidentally my other starter, Talonflame, as the I tried out a few locations like outside Mazagoza.
Yeah, Christopher.
Oh no.
Is because nearly half the hunts were all in this area? Maybe. But I just had a feeling that this is the spot that I would find exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, Chris.
Dude, Audrey keeps trying to jump over my leg. And she, by the way, Audrey, I got this. Ow. Ozzy, you're heavy. It hurts when you do it. Oh, but it's cute when Audrey does it. I'm cute too. Not as cute as Audrey.
It's shiny.
Zeke just called me cute, guys.
Oh! Hi! You're coming with your toenail.
Oh, yeah. Game. Sis. Sis.
I've taken out Aries' badge.
Audrey say game. Seth.
Team with the most diverse members that I could put together. My newest starter.
Audrey.
Pokemon. My favorite shiny in this game.
Audrey, game. Sess. Sheesh. I skipped Cease, but it's fine. Audrey. Do you want to come say hi?
Excuse you. Excuse you, say excuse me.
No way.
No, she says that when other people do it.
I think Diego's behind in the stream, but he said, no way.
Hey, give my phone. Give my phone. Give my phone. Give my. I'm sorry.
Love me, say you like to love me.
Do you love me?
Fart noises? What?
Audrey, do you love Jules? She said no.
Good on her.
Okay.
Here's how it works. So if you watched the shiny video I uploaded last month, you know this concept is called a Professor Oak's Challenge,
You're a
which
crazy
requires you to
baby.
catch every Pokemon that's available before each gym. However,
You wanna
in this game,
You want to say cheese?
it's a little different. One big element in this game
No.
Cheese.
Now, one of those cards is based on how you can catch before each gym, but I decided to change that rule set a little bit and make it so I can catch everything before obtaining any of the badges in the game.
Little white ball.
We begin with introducing ourselves to the cast of characters,
Oh,
which
home
eventually
ball.
leads to Clavel letting us choose our doing a quick vote with my chat. They decided that
I got you.
Tito, and then I quickly made my way through the introduction of the story, catching a few first-round Pokemon like Lechonk, before eventually making my way
I ate your
to
chin.
Rosa to register for the academy. I've taken care of the story and getting signed up for the Path of Legends.
I'm gonna do it again.
Starfall Street. I was basically ready to take on the challenge. As you can
I'm
see
gonna do it again.
on the screen at Victory Road, Starfall Street, and Path of Legends, we're going to be doing none
I'm
of
gonna
those.
do it again.
Those constitute as badges. When you take these out, you receive tulips now for not a gym, but you get an actual
I'm gonna
gym
do it
badge.
again.
If we went and did the Sky Titan, we also get a flying
Wow.
badge from doing it. It's presented on the screen. So we're going to explore
Oh, the belly?
as hard as we can and catch every single Pokemon that we can.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
As you can imagine, jumping
Zeke
into the
and
game
Audrey and
is
Julia can watch over the
extremely
screen.
daunting, as there really isn't any longer actually going, but the sheer amount of Pokemon that you can see across the
we're watching over the
images
stream, apparently.
is pretty insane. After talking it over with my chat, I decided to head closer
No, we're watching over Ozzy's stream. Hey guys, welcome back to another crazy Pokemon stream. We're gonna go on the home screen. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do it. Let's go on the eShop, shall we? Come on, guys. Let's. How is he already back? He can't even. Oh no! How do you go to the bathroom that fast, dude? And why can't you access the eShop? I'm just goaded.
Come on, bro. I was gonna do stuff on the eShop.
You're gonna leak the credit card I don't have?
Yeah, what she said.
This is the first end in the entire challenge. This is where I feel the unfortunate reality that nearly every water encounter can be found with 1 or 2-star dens, which means that if I can't find them nearby in the water, I'm going to roam around to every den until I find them. On the other side of Cortando, I end up finding the first guinea goat coin, which means yes, I do also need to get golden goat at some point. I'll let the catch 'em all I did for this game. I really like the spawn, but as you can imagine, this was the last Pokemon that I obtained in this section. About 2 hours into the challenge, I managed to grab 40 Pokemon around the southwestern section of the map, and although I wasn't really having any trouble catching anything, I knew that later on it was going to get pretty tedious. With that in mind, I wanted to find a Pokemon that I could grab that was really good at catching Pokemon, and actually there were a few options at this point. The most obvious one is Reds.
Do you have to enter that?
In the last challenge, I decided to head to the
Okay,
southern
bye.
area of the map to find Cypher. I had to find one at level 20, which brings me to another
Sure.
part of this challenge that's going to be a little bit of
Oh no!
now, just like every other Pokemon,
You got
Pokemon
scared,
has
Vivi.
traits and talents that Cypher doesn't have. Although Cypher is fine because it just barely meets
Oh no!
anything
Ask Vicky to do it. No, Ozzy.
Based on that explanation, it
Okay, come here.
Pokemon that goes over level
Let's
20
scoot the chair back,
but this
so I got some more room for
actually
you.
Pokemon that are caught over the
No.
So when it comes to
Audrey, hey,
do
do you want more? Oh no? Okay. Oh, come here. You're okay. Did you hit your funny bone? Tell him, say I got hurt.
Ozzy, how do you lay on this pillow?
I usually put the other 2 pillows on it.
Okay,
Or at
no.
least one of them.
This pillowcase is like, it's like, I don't like the material of it. Pillowcase. Luckily this isn't my bed.
Say, Titi, get off.
At the north of the section of the map around the fairy tale star base, you can encounter chances.
Say, it's his bed.
But unfortunately, there are 2 issues. 1, can we even get there? And 2, how are we going to defeat it? I wasn't entirely sure about the first one, but there was a solution to the second.
She flushing the toilet?
Oh, she's cleaning mop water.
Which may not seem like a big deal until you look at chances. You only encounter them in this area.
You listen up. You listen up. I did. I'm sorry. It's fine. I did wash my hands, Diego. I did.
Mine.
Did you hit your arm again? Oh. Console battery. Why are you buying an Ouija board at 1K? I would not recommend that.
Oh, how do you get those?
That is you leave my stuff alone though, okay?
Well, I'm gonna go. Yeah, okay, bye.
He wants to go.
I mean, nobody was saying anything.
That's fair. Okay, I don't need this plugged in right now. Because I'm not charging my watch right now. And actually, I could just plug it in there.
Oh, we should live stream some of this.
And although you can use the creative mode to craft whatever you want, if you go to the shop,
what you? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using an Ouija board. So. Audrey, can you stop robbing me, please?
no ingredients that you can purchase. The way you unlock more is through obtaining more badges, but by sheer coincidence, the shops have the items required to make a ham sandwich, which gives you the boost of encountering normal type Pokemon. Because Chansey and Blissey are the only Pokemon that are normal type here, nearly all the spawns forced them to appear. I immediately jumped in using Ghastly, and the plan worked flawlessly. Chansey couldn't deal any damage, so Ghastly...
After the stream, do you want to play duos? I think my dad's gonna pick me up after the stream, and I'm gonna go to his house and eat dinner. But if I'm on after, then yeah. Yeah, Zeke said him too. So, trios.
Oh, or maybe we could play only up.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, right now I'll play only up.
Alright, Zeke said he'll get on and play creative with you right now. There's this map called Only Up. You might have heard of it. Zeke really likes it right now, so he said he'll play with you right now.
Wait, Diego, do you have a mic?
No, not Diego. Kid was.
Oh, Kid Wow. Does he have a mic?
I don't. Kid was. Do you have a mic right now or no? We went back. Went back where, Diego? I played it. Oh, he's played it. He's hopping on, and he does not have a mic. I mean, you guys can talk in my stream chat.
Oh, I'm just here. I'm gonna have to add if he's off work, and if he's off and he's on his way, then I'm not gonna get on. But if he's not,
are you gonna call him?
No, I just texted.
Can you
Okay.
your logic?
So basically,
He said he sucks at Only Up.
I mean, I made season 6. That's the farthest I made it.
Yeah.
So
same.
if my dad's off work and he's on his way, then I'm not gonna get on. But if he's not off yet, then
Audrey,
then I'll get on.
No jumping. He's made a decision too. I mean, that's not that bad.
So I keep losing at the Tilted Towers part because like the tires and everything are acting weird.
It's like 200 meters, is it?
Huh? Okay. I don't think Ozzy wants you to touch this.
See if I can buy fire stones.
Jade grabbed it. No, it's fine. She's leaving my room right now. Anyway, watch.
Have you seen my Skin Win series? I have not.
I mean, I've seen a couple of them. Audrey!
And during this process, I obviously caught a lot of Pokemon, but I also got a lot of items.
We have only fun times over here.
Information to help in the rest of the section. During my time in the Badlands and Levencia, I noticed that out of all the Pokemon that I was able to obtain,
There are only a couple. Most were off camera or in drops. Ah, okay.
I'm flying it over in my chat.
Is that kind of like the thing where I was trying to get a win with Tropical Punch Zoe?
This essentially means that this Pokemon will not appear in the wild until you defeat the respective Titan, which means that this Pokemon will be completely unattainable until we claim the badge for the Steel Titan later in the challenge. I know some people might be
Like in my drops videos, how I do that?
but unfortunately this Pokemon is only available in 5- and 6-star raids, which is only available once you reach the post-game. After making my way through the rest of this area, I managed to catch a quarter of the entire Pokedex, which is a lot on its own, but considering that a majority of these haven't even evolved yet, you can take a guess as to how many potential entries I have just off of what I've obtained so far. At this point, I reached the outside of Tag Tree Thicket, which I feel most people know contains one of the most annoying Pokemon to catch in this challenge. Applin. Because this Pokemon is a rare spawn in trees, it can take an absurd amount of time bashing your head into every single tree, hoping that one will appear. But this time, I came prepared. Now, although I mentioned earlier that crafting sandwiches is basically non-existent at this stage of the game because you need to unlock ingredients, you can still technically get the boost you want if you do enough searching. I flew back to Artisan and stopped at one of the cafes, and I was able to purchase spicy potatoes. These gave me a dragon encounter.
Let me know when Zeke is on. Alright, I mean, you'll probably see him get on. But he's out there with my little sister right now, so I don't know how long we're going to get there for. He'll probably be out there for like a couple more minutes, I don't know.
Which cuts down the list of future breeding that I'll have to do later in this section. I also managed to grab a sweet apple here, but because I had already picked up all the items, I'll have to come back later to find the other Evo item once the glowing spots have respawned. At this point, I felt that I made it far enough from the map, so I decided to do another scan through the earlier parts of the region and catch whatever I missed around Artisan, as well as the higher level East provinces to get some rare spawns. During this process, I managed to catch Shroomish, which was a target that I had planned for a big part of this challenge. See, although Cypher does have access to False Swipe, it's extremely frail. Is Breloom any better? No, it's actually more frail. But it does have access to the move Spore, which guarantees that the Pokemon will be asleep for a few turns.
Oh, yeah.
Which has huge potential to speed up catching all the really difficult Pokemon that I need to get later in the challenge. Because it unfortunately learns Spore at level 41,
Yeah,
I just
it's gonna be out
and
in
decided that I
not
wouldn't use it until I
not
finally
too
reached
long,
that
because the
level.
summer
After
event's
catching
gonna start
everything that I
soon.
saw, I eventually
It's only
made
like
my
a
way back
couple
to Medali
weeks
and
or a
finished
week and
the
a half
first
or something.
stream
I
with a
don't
total
know.
of 150 Pokemon in the Dex. Honestly, for one day, I thought it was really solid progress.
10 days? Yeah,
But
so
there
like a week
was
and a half.
another metric that I was a lot more interested in. Also, out of curiosity, I've been live for 8.5 hours. Let's see what my actual playtime is. I've lost a whole hour to frame drops. That's too much. Also love Polka. On day 2, my main goal was to obviously catch as many Pokemon as I could, but because at this point I collected a majority of the Pokemon available in the east and southern areas, I really wanted to explore the remainder of the map and see just how many locations I could truly access before the first batch. I began by cleaning up the rest of the encounters that I had to obtain around Medali, and ended up making a friend along the way.
My alarm's going off.
I can't resurrect.
Hello? Hey,
I'm gonna lean back in my chair.
What's up, buddy? What are you doing today? You just hanging out? I decided to head north of the city into Glasgow.
It makes me feel like I'm on a roller coaster with no floor.
A ridiculous list of Pokemon that I previously
I gotta get back
on the way
to the
Province
switch.
Grind, but unfortunately, this was
That was the first drop of the roller coaster. I'm just kidding.
this challenge very difficult. These Pokemon are really hard to catch. Although I did have a decent selection of Pokeballs that I picked up
Whoop.
at this point, the fact that I was struggling to catch Pokemon...
What are you doing?
in
Leaning
the
back in my
half
chair.
didn't really bode well for the inevitable 50s that I was predicting that I had to catch. So after spending about 10 minutes trying to catch a single I decided to spend the
What's my
time
level? Let me
finding
log
some
on and check. I might be going to Six Flags tomorrow. Six Flags. Which Six Flags is it? Magic Mountain. Kiddos, I am at level 49 in the Fortnite Battle
Summer in San
Pass.
Antonio. There's nothing else like it. So dive right in. Make a splash.
I'm like almost halfway done. Once I level up, dang.
the ultimate catching Pokemon. Despite this being the main goal,
Maybe
this was
100.
also a free
Yeah,
opportunity to stack my team for evolutions that I needed.
I'm about to get the
So
second
I
edit
had
stop
to
for
do this
Relic.
as a win-win.
One more level and then I get it.
However,
And then
small
Mariposa, however you pronounce it, it's my favorite skin in the battle pass. So that's, I mean, I like the Midnight style and the like the Brawler
This Relic
style.
can learn
Texas.
Spore and False Swipe. All right, let's see.
What?
Let's see the magic. Oh, wait. Why? Wait, why are you not?
Are you referencing the Six Flags in Texas? Left 2 days ago.
I caught it one
Huh?
level higher. Are you kidding me? So with that
You
major
Star One with
mistake,
her, it
aside
looks
from
clean.
that,
I don't
it
have
took
Star
way
One.
too much
Star
effort to
One.
grind out another Breloom, so Scyther is now back on the squad for the remainder of this challenge. On the upside, I did manage to grind out 10 evolutions, including some high-level ones like Tinkaton, so this entire journey wasn't completely wasted. From here, I decided to power through the ridiculous amount of Pokeballs that I had to throw, and took on the remaining areas of the map that I hadn't previously accessed. Once again, I really tried to prioritize reaching all the spawn points, as there were a lot of Pokemon that I knew I'd forget, and being able to fly as close as possible to them is arguably the largest time save in the entire challenge. With this, I was able to visit and catch everything outside of Medali and Asado Desert, and although I did have a clear shot to access the rest of the northernmost sections of the map, I realized there was one place left in the south that I hadn't gone to yet. So if you played this game before, you know that Alfrenata Cave is basically the first big roadblock that you're greeted with, as you can't go too far in the cave before being completely blocked off from advancing due to these giant walls that you're too short to jump over. Because we can't unlock high jump without obtaining a badge, most would assume that accessing
Zig still, yeah, I can still hear him in the living room. Oh, it's probably because our dad is about to be on his way to pick us up, so he might play later.
There actually is a workaround.
I'm not
If you
sure.
look at the coastline, that narrow winding
That's
path
probably why
that
he's not on
everyone
yet.
basically ignores actually brings you through a secret entrance to the top of Alfrenata Cavern, which means that not only can you find more unique Pokemon like Clement, but you can also exit through the top and reach the city itself. The areas outside the town contain quite a few new entries that I needed, but I was also able to catch a ton of fully evolved Pokemon like Scovillain and my favorite fact.
I guess that's for the
which once
possible
again
drops?
cuts down the grind
Alright.
section by a ton. After finishing this area off, I managed to catch over 200 Pokemon in the Dex, and I made my way through the southern part of Glaciato Mountain again, which led me to entering Casseroya Lake. As I mentioned in previous videos, this location contains some of the highest level encounters in the game, as well as the worst catch rates, and when you basically only have Pokeballs at your disposal, you can imagine how long it took just to get some individual Pokemon. On the upside, all the water-exclusive Pokemon like Don Corzo and
you've been loving
Veluza were
Rumbly
extremely
Ruins?
easy to get new encounters with,
Nice.
so the only real issue for this part of the map was just traversing the map without Surf and getting them to stay in the ball. Once I managed to catch everything I had patience for,
Dude,
I figured
what?
enough
What's
time
going
had
on?
passed in the
Why are
game
you yelling?
to check if more Gimmicks would spawn in the ruined areas. This process honestly didn't take as long as you'd think it would because of the fast traveling, and I did manage to farm a few hundred more coins in the process. This was also a perfect time to farm bronze ore fragments, as I needed 10 of those to trade to get the version exclusive armor to evolve.
Oh yeah,
After scanning
sometimes
the
it
entire
glitches
map,
out
I
like
really wanted
that.
to see a lot more progress on my dex total, so I started taking on the Chansey grinding process again. Although I did have an absurd list of Pokemon in my boxes that needed to be evolved, I really wanted to focus on two categories of Pokemon. The ones that are a couple levels away from evolving, and the ones that are a massive grind. Fortunately, a lot of the ones on my list at the
So
time
yeah,
were
it's not
first
supposed to happen.
options,
It's
so
a
Pokemon
glitch.
like Gothitelle, Garganacl, and Toxicroak took no time at all. But for those few Pokemon that took a lot of effort, boy did they take a long time. The largest and most obvious offender in this challenge is going to be evolving the Dino line. Although I did catch one around level 40, bringing this Pokemon up to level 64
Bro
has
recorded a
been
Fortnite
and will
clip in
always be a
1970.
painful
Like,
and
what?
tedious grind. Unfortunately though, at this point in the challenge, there was something that I started to notice that would completely change the way that I took on this section. Dude, I get 700 experience from these? Okay, I'm starting to think this is actually not worth it. You have more badges? I don't think that matters. Oh, it does matter?
Xbox was even
The more
around.
badges you have, the better XP you get from Pokemon. That's kinda lame. After doing a bit of research, my chat and I found out that just like many other aspects of the this game, gaining experience is also limited based on how many badges you have.
Well, you,
Now, Chansey here,
I don't
when you
know.
completed the entire game,
Yeah, I don't know
each
where I would
Chansey
go.
would net you about 2,500 experience, which is a significant upgrade over the 700-ish experience that I was getting. In theory, this makes sense because they don't want you to overlevel and rip through the entire game like I'm very blatantly trying to do, but as you can imagine, trying to get Dino to gain 250,000 experience points is going to take forever, which it did. Unfortunately, Hydreigon doesn't spawn in the overworld aside from 5 and 6 star dens, so I had to grind for about 3 hours before this thing finally evolved. On the upside, I did manage to grind out a ton more Pokemon like Arboliva, Noivern, and Tyranitar, but there are unfortunately many more big evolutions that need to be tackled before we're done with the first section. At the end of the day, I managed to bring my total to 256 Pokemon, which is shockingly still not even close to how many you can actually get before the first bath. To start out day 3, I realized that realistically trying to grind out the remaining Pokemon I needed was probably going to take way longer than I would have liked, so I scanned through the entire Pokedex to find which Pokemon lines that were impossible or extremely inconvenient to catch in the wild. And I made it my goal to grab all of those before jumping into the final grinding section. While I scanned through the first areas of the game for the 5th time, I also decided to take care of the walking evolutions for Palmot, Bramblegast, and Rabska, as there really wasn't a good time to do this, so I figured it would just be best to get those out of the way immediately. My initial plan was to go through the Pokedex in order until I reached the very end of the dex, but I also saw it as an opportunity to quickly look around and see if there were any additional Pokemon that I would have to grab anyways. After completing a few entries, I ended up near the Bamboo Forest, which is one of the final locations of the map that I hadn't explored, so there was a pretty long list of encounters that I was able to add to my total. While I was here, I managed to find a Bisharp holding the leader's crest, so I took a bit of time defeating 3 more of those to evolve it into King Gambit. Once everything was caught here, I made a quick stop back in the Asado Desert to get a Moonstone, which allowed me to evolve Jigglypuff, which is the only Pokemon currently that evolves with this item. Finding this reminded me of another item that I was missing, so I went back to the Tag Tree Thicket to find a Tart Apple, which thankfully only took one loop through the map, which completes everything for this area as well. The next area that needed to be tackled is the right side of Glaciato Mountain. Although I've spent quite a decent amount of time here, there's a giant list of Pokemon that I completely avoided as I was just trying to get to the gym for a flying point, so I had to grab about 15 new Pokemon just on the way up. But for all that work, I definitely got rewarded. Just like regular Copperajah spot. Oh! Let's go! That's so sick! Yay! I thought that thing was gone. Because I don't have dash. Oh, no way! Please. Let's go! Wow. First throw? I'll take it. With basically all of the mountain completed, I realized that there was a looming issue with finishing this section. The water encounters. counters. Because I was really adamant about not checking a bunch of dens to find what I wanted, I decided to get a little sneaky. So, chat, here's the thing. I need to get water encounters, but the issue is I can't swim, because I have no ability to swim. So, I think my only solution is just jump and hope I get lucky. Well, there you go. So, although I'm completely stranded in the ocean, I can now access a majority of the water Pokemon I'm missing, like Bruxish, Finneon, and Shelder, but there's still quite a few more Pokemon that I'm missing. I made my way back to the northern coastline, and upon reaching the shore, I was able to follow it and catch a bunch of water encounters like Alamomola and Dragalge. For the most part, those are the hard water encounters, which leaves the remaining water Pokemon to be found near Levincia. Because you can actually walk in the shallow water, you have access to a bunch more Pokemon, especially big ones like Toxapex. With all that taken care of, I was completely set on having to deal with taking on Terradens, which leaves me with really only
There's an update tomorrow? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the summer event.
If you head north of Castle Royale Lake, there's a Golden Marsh area, which contains some of the final evolutions that I didn't want to grind like Fortress, but this also is the location of the Cracked Pot, which at this point in the game is the only location that you can get one, other than waiting for the auction house to put them on sale. At this point, the only Pokemon left that I had to catch was Dedenne, so I went on the hunt to finish the final wild hurdle in this section.
Kidding? It's not even .20, so it can't be. It's 25.11.
Bird!
Oh, okay, then it's probably next week then.
Shiny bird!
What do you mean kidding, Diego? Are you saying kidding about your previous message, or?
Pokemon, that's more of the issue than anything. Wait!
Alright guys, last 5 eggs of the stream. Can I finally get the Applin, or is it gonna keep, is the hunt gonna keep going into the next time I hunt this on stream?
Today, everybody, let's go! Today! Woo! That's a Pokemon I needed.
It's cursed like Summer Zoe. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw the next crew pack skin is gonna be what's it called? The Summer Isabelle skin. I'll probably get that one because Isabelle's a good skin. It used to be my main.
20 Pokemon in the Dex, which begs the question, when does it stop? And fortunately, we're actually reaching the end. For the most part, I felt that I did a relatively good job at catching Pokemon at high levels, for example, Frigibax at level 40, but there were some evolutions that were destined to take forever, most notably Larvesta at level 59. Considering that you can only find them in the Asado Desert at this point in the story, the highest level you can find them is around the mid-20s, so naturally I was stuck fighting in this area.
Here we go, last 5 eggs, let's do this.
After over 3 hours grinding, I managed to get my Volcarona and Baxcalibur, and managed to catch 350 Pokemon before the first badge in the game. But there's actually a couple more Pokemon that I'm missing. Now, when I said I was done catching Pokemon, I truly meant that. The remaining Pokemon that need to be collected all require a few extra steps, and basically everything has been taken care of in advance. The first thing is evolving Primeape. In order to do this, you have to use Rage Fist 20 times and evolve it by 1 level. Although this really isn't hard, come to find out, when it says that you have to use the move, it really means use. You don't even have to land it.
Be better than me, stop switching your main. I switched my main I did that once. But Dark Skull is like my main now, so it's fine.
So I was able to instantly evolve Charcadet into Armor-Rope. From here, I went to Levincia to talk to this girl who was offering a good trade for a pinch urchin, and this girl is obviously not a cousin of Mindy because this trade actually allows you to get Gengar after the trade is completed. With all that done, I realized that I didn't catch Slack off at any point in my journey, and because it would take way too much effort to check a bunch of trees, I just grabbed my Slacking, which took all of a minute to hatch and added to my dex. Now it's time to get the
It better be.
As you probably guessed, the final Pokemon that needs to be obtained is Golden Go, which once again requires you to collect a whopping 999 coins to evolve it. Unlike my Catch-em-all, I knew that I really needed to keep an eye out for them as I went along through the story, and I managed to collect a little over 800 coins, and with a couple towers still untouched, I was pretty confident that it wouldn't take too long to get the rest. And for once, I was actually right. I did end up circling through the whole map to revisit spots that I've already been to, but it took me a little over 20 minutes to gather those remaining coins.
I'm gonna play game 1. You're dropping Rumble Ruins, right? Okay, that was all the eggs.
355 Pokemon, which is every single Pokemon you can catch before collecting
Yep,
a single badge
nice.
in the entire game.
Okay.
Insane. So at this point, you're probably thinking, what's left?
Well,
And to be honest with
I'm
you,
gonna check Pokemon Home and just make sure I didn't get any shinies.
I was able to
Like,
visit the
I'm
entire
just
map
gonna make sure I didn't miss
aside from
any.
Area 0, so the only major section next for this challenge is going to be once we reach that point in the story. And because it'd be pretty boring to drag you through the entirety of the story, let's do a breakdown of everything that happened after I finished the first section. To begin day 4, I decided to do a little investigation to see if
Come see the royal.
I really want Optimus Prime. Well, then just get to 200.
Pricing up the all-day 2 for $5 deal savings. Try a new spicy little cheese.
if 355 Pokemon was truly the max amount that you could get. The remaining Pokemon that are in question are the 4 Shrine Legendaries, and considering that you can start collecting the stages
Yep,
as
hold on,
soon
let
as
me
you
check,
start the
okay.
game, I figured I'd test every location to see if it was possible. Off the bat, I knew that Ting Lu and Chi Yu...
Okay, yeah, I didn't get it. That's it for the stream, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, bye-bye.
And the shrine for Chi Yu is at the top of an extremely steep mountain, which can't be accessed without climbing. As for the other two, I started with trying to get the legendary Snip.